Did you know that some countries have additional marriage requirements that can delay or derail your immigration case if you are not aware? Hi, I'm attorney Megan Pastrana of Immigration for Couples. I invite you to subscribe to this channel as I'm doing an entire series on the mistakes that you should avoid in your immigration journey. Let me give you a few examples of cases where I've seen couples who are unaware of additional marriage requirements that have resulted in delays and, in worst case situations, denials for their marriage green card cases. Philippines is the first example that I will give you. If you are going through the Philippines for your spouse or fiancé visa process, there is an additional document that you have to provide called a CMAR or a CENOMAR, so Certificate of Marriage or Non-Marriage. For Filipino citizens who were married outside of the Philippines, it's very important that you register your marriage in the Philippines to ensure that you can receive that CMAR, that Certificate of Marriage. Another example from the Philippines specifically is for individuals, Filipino citizens who are divorced outside of the Philippines, which that's the only way you can get a divorce because the Philippines only recognizes annulment. They don't recognize divorce. If you are divorced, you have to also register that divorce in the Philippines to be sure that you also are going to be in compliance with U.S. immigration rules and laws. Another example is our clients from Nigeria. So in Nigeria, for a divorce, there's two documents typically called a decree nisi and a decree absolute. If you don't have both of these documents, then you likely do not have a final divorce. And I've seen couples who aren't aware and they file their spouse visa and they only have that decree nisi only to find out years later when immigration denies the case on the basis that that first divorce was actually not final. Do they realize that they've made a mistake? There's many other examples, but those are the two primary ones. And I really want to ensure that you avoid this mistake on your immigration journey. Be sure you know the specific requirements for marriage in the country where you are getting married. Ensure those prior divorces were actually finalized before embarking on your immigration journey. I invite you to our free resource center at immigrationforcouples.com. Thanks for watching.